One of those so-called cruises to nowhere, a much-hyped cruise trip with no destination port to keep with travel restrictions, has apparently backfired because a COVID-19 case was found aboard one from Royal Caribbean and has now forced nearly 1,700 passengers into isolation. The cruise, which was only open to Singapore residents, was meant to be sailing just off the city-state and planned no stops. Now, the Quantum of the Sea ship has been forced back to port, authorities said. All passengers had cleared a mandatory test for the virus up to 3 days before the cruise started on Monday. But an infected passenger, an 83-year-old male, had reported to the onboard medical centre with diarrhea, and passengers were told of the infection early on Wednesday. One passenger, Melvin Chu, described his shock hearing of the infection.
And given all these precautionary measures, it is quite uncanny or bizarre to actually find out that there actually is a COVID patient on board.
Royal Caribbean and the Singapore Tourism Board said all guests and crew of the ship who had close contact with the infected guest had subsequently tested negative for the virus. The passengers and crew will stay on board in their rooms until contact tracing is complete. Then they will undergo mandatory COVID-19 testing before leaving the terminal. Singapore, which has had just over 58,000 cases and 29 deaths, has been reporting less than a handful of local infections in recent weeks.